of the Lonely Knitter podcast. My name is Laura and welcome to my knit night. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and sitting with me, and if you are a new viewer, then hi! This is where I come to chat all about my knitting because I don't have many, well, I have a lot of crafty friends now, but people who live close by, I don't have a knit night, and my family are definitely sick of hearing me talk about my knitting. So it's been like 3 weeks. I'm so sorry. The children got the better of me. So Alfie the baby is like, what, 11 weeks old now, and he is currently in the living room having a bottle before bedtime, and Ellie has been ill. She has just had a nasty cold, but it means that she's been waking up a lot in the night, and yeah, she's just been really struggling. So I haven't been sleeping, and I don't do well without sleep. I turn into a bit of a zombie. So I have been knitting because I'm still me. But I just haven't had, by the time the evening comes around, Chris gets home, Ellie goes to bed, and then I could finally podcast. I'm so tired, I'm already falling asleep on the sofa, so it's just not been happening at the moment. Anyway, if you are new, hi! I'm coming to you from Lowestoft in the most easterly point of England. If you look on a map, it's the bit that sticks out most into the sea on the east. And yeah, I live here with my husband, my 2 children, Ellie who's 3 and Alfie who is 11 weeks, and yeah, everything is about the knitting. You can find me over on Instagram as @thelonelyknitter and on Ravelry as thelonelyknitter2, and my designs on Ravelry, my knitting patterns over there as well. And you can also find me on Patreon, which I'm needing to put a lot more into. Again, just with the baby, I'm like not sleeping, not processing, but you can get my patterns for free there. You can get giveaway entries, lots of extra little things if you fancy supporting me through Patreon. Anyway, so not been here for like 3 weeks. I have got a few things finished, so I'll start with finished objects. And I will talk about Crafter's Balm. If you have already heard about it, towards the end I will talk about Crafter's Balm. I'll just turn off my iPad because it's making my hand up. There we go. So the first thing that I finished was this. I don't think these were finished last time. So this is a new design. I haven't got it around to testing it, I just need to. But this little pair of shorties are now done. I've lost my sock blockers. Somewhere in this house are my sock blockers. I don't know where. I'm also having the very beginnings of a rosacea flare up. Just started in the last like hour, and I'm going pink, and by tomorrow I'll be bright red. Yeah, so this is a sock design. It's just in a pair of shorties. This is a Lay Family Yarn sock set, and I will be writing this up and calling out for testers quite soon. So those got finished. I'm going to whiz through because I'm tired. The next thing I think I finished was, last time I talked to you, I think I was knitting on a little pair of socks for Ellie in Dragon Hill Studios, striping with heels, toes and cuffs in coordinating minis to match the ones that I have, and they were finished really quickly, and Ellie absolutely loves them. I don't have them, they're in the wash. If I have a picture I'll put one in, if I don't then I won't, but they got finished. Then these socks, which have been on my needles since last October. I think I started these just before I went into hospital, before my month living in the hospital before I had Alf. And this is who is it? Felt Fusion. This is Felt Fusion in the vintage Christmas colourway, and why did I look at them then and think they weren't the same size? Oh, they've just been crumpled up. They are the same size. Yeah, they are the same size. So yeah, they are lovely, and those are going in for me. These are also going in for me. These are mine. They're just vanilla socks, my normal recipe, like 20 rounds of knit 2, purl 2, 64 stitches, 40 rounds for my leg, heel flap and gusset, £50 for the foot, wedge toe. So those are finally done. I have another sock, but I have submitted this design to a magazine, so I won't show it off here. I doubt very much that anything will come of it because who's gonna want, like, I'm a nobody. This magazine's a pretty big magazine and I'm a nobody, but I'll show you the back just so you can see the colour. So it is a pattern sock on the front, but this is the back of the sock, and this gorgeous yarn is the Campfire colourway from Brambles and Me. So this is a no nylon yarn and it's so squishy and so lovely and I love it. I've knit one, I will knit the other. I just don't have a lot of confidence when it comes to putting myself out there and saying I can do this unless I have tried and tested it already. So there was no way I was submitting to this magazine unless I knew that what I could do was going to come out where I wanted it to do. So I knit a whole sock and then submitted with pictures of the sock. There we go. And then I also finished this little guy. It's a little bee, a little crochet bee. My crochet is not the best because I am a knitter, not a crocheter, but I love this little bee. So this bee got done as well. And the idea with this is that I thought I could make a few and have them like as decorations or as a garland on my stall for Crafters Balm when I do a stall. Again, I'll talk about Crafters Balm towards the end. So whips, I've worked on loads of things and if I got them all out. Oh, I also finished a hat. I knit a hat out of Noodle Soup Yarns DK. I don't have it right now because it's currently on my daughter's head, even though she's in bed. She loves this hat. She's had it for like, I don't know, a week, and will not go anywhere without it. She's starting to look like a real oddball. She's going everywhere in this hat, like even going to bed in this hat. But yeah, so she loves her hat. So there we go. Oh, there's paint in my hair because me and Ellie painted little tiles today and put magnets on the back and made them into fridge magnets, and she got a little bit wavy with the brush when I was sitting there and painted it all through my hair. Nice little tangent there. Anyway, so if I got all the whips out, there'd be so many, they'd be coming out of our ears. It's just too many whips. So I just brought a few through to show you. The first one is my crochet blanket, because I thought, well, I haven't shown you this for a little while, I don't think, or maybe I have, but I can't remember. Again, brain gone. But this is, I'm currently putting all of my minis from my advent calendar into here. Advent calendars, all my swaps that I did with my friends. All the swaps I did with my friends are all going into this blanket. There is a lot because I swapped like 3 advent calendars, and the blanket is growing though, so I have a stitch marker. I only did a couple of rows, but it is a pretty big blanket, so it takes quite a while to do those rows. So I put in this stitch marker when I started the other day, and from there we have like the pink, this lovely blue and white, and then I've just started this one that's like pink and white and bluey green and all speckles. But yeah, my blanket is very slowly growing and I love it to bits. I can't wait. It's going to be like, it will cover the top of our double bed but without any like drapage down the sides. So the plan is, I'm thinking to then border it a little bit. I'm not sure. It's not going to go on the bed anyway. It's going to go on a chair for me, so it doesn't have to be any bigger. But it's pretty big already. But it needs to be like at least, I'm thinking 2 more of these stacked on top for me to be happy. Anyway, so that is living in my, and I've got enough minis I reckon from my advent calendars to maybe get near that. I don't know, I'm not sure how much it will take. That's living in my like big balls bag that I got from Etsy. The other works in progress are just, I'm going to show you my vanilla socks on the go. I had to cast on a pair of vanilla socks the other day because I finally finished the vintage Christmas ones, and I decided to go for something a little bit special because I have a lot of skeins of sock yarn that I am working through, and I stashed for maternity leave, and I'm glad I did, because now I don't have the money, and you know, I wanted to buy yarn before, so now I'm going through my lovely stash. And one of the things that I stashed was this gorgeous gobstopper ball. I got it at Perth Festival of Yarn, and it's from Giddy Yarns. Helen of Giddy Yarns is so talented, and it's the hot chocolate colourway. And I also bought a mini, I don't know what this is, I just picked up at the same, it's Giddy Yarns as well, on her stall. So that is going to be the heels and toes. I wanted the cuffs to be in the main colour. And here is how it's coming out. And oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. I love it so much. And I've only got that much, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So that's my vanilla sock on the needles at the moment. And then this one, I'm only going to show you the back of. This is a design that I'm hoping will be coming out in the next few weeks. I do need to get it tested, obviously, but I am planning to do a sort of sock club, but not a club. It's a club in my head because I'm going to be doing a pattern every 2 months throughout the year. They will be available to my Patreon supporters, and like as part of their Patreon package. But I'm going to be picking a dyer every couple of months that I absolutely love, or you know, just really want to work with their yarn, and picking a solid or semi-solid yarn. And I'm doing a runner club, so that will be with a runner of pattern down the foot at some point, like on the foot. And it'll be a club that runs throughout the year, so every couple of months I will release a new one, and this is going to be the first one. And I'm just going to show you the back for now, and this gorgeous yarn is truly hooked, and it is in the Cadbury colourway, and I love it. And it's just the most rich purple, and just the yarn, I love this base. I'm finding it really easy not to row out. My knitting is coming out so even. It's really nice, and I'm totally putting that down to the yarn because it's just so nice. Anyway, I am currently about halfway down my heel flap on the first sock, and I'm just going to knit up the first sock and then write up the pattern and get that out to testers. So that's everything that I brought in to show you whip-wise. Stash enhancement, I don't have any. I have not been buying yarn. I was mega poor because it was Eddie's birthday, and then I got paid, and now I'm mega poor because I'm on maternity leave and it takes very little time for me to spend my money. And I'm going to Unravel on Sunday, so I will be at Unravel on the Sunday, and I have like 20 quid to spend, so I better spend it wisely. Okay, so I think I'm going to talk about Crafters Balm. So if you only watch my podcast and don't interact with me on any other channels, you probably haven't heard about this. But the main reason a lot of people haven't heard about it is because I, again, am so chicken because I don't like to talk about something until I am 100% sure that I can pull it off. So I've been messing around in my kitchen for a while with making, now I'm not going to be able to find one, which is ridiculous because I have a million. But basically with making hand balm, because I constantly have hand cream exploding in my project bags. I'm clumsy, I sit on my bag all the time, I pierce things with needles, I have scissors roaming around in there, and there has been multiple occasions where I have had exploding hand creams. And in the UK, I couldn't see anyone selling a hand balm in a little case that wasn't a like liquidy hand balm, like a cream, and was really diddy enough to go in your project bag and not be, you know, speared and then ooze out. Anyway, so I've been messing around, and my hand balms came to life, and this is one I've been using. So it is not the neatest on the top anymore, but it is basically a it's a mixture of natural oils. I don't use palm oil, just like coconut oil, shea butter, beeswax, and so it's not a greasy, like if you see when I put it on, it's not overly liquid, but you can see the shine, and so it just sinks in really quickly, so I don't feel like I end up with like a mega wet pair of hands when I'm trying to go back to my knitting, and then I'm sliming all over the needles. That doesn't happen. And I'm putting them in these little lip balm tubes because, again, nice and small, nice and light, and even if the top did come off, you know, it might smear a little bit, but this isn't going to ooze everywhere. So this is Crafter's Balm. So I tried it out with a few people, and a couple of people said that I should use Kickstarter to start up, you know, selling it, because I didn't have a lot of money to put into it. So I kind of maxed myself out making 50 hand balms and couldn't afford to make any more, and didn't really know how to package it, how to like label it up, like how to make it nice. So I started a Kickstarter, still running at the moment. It'll be done Thursday night, I think, and I wanted to raise £175 for more materials, and the idea with Kickstarter is that people pledge and get something, get a reward in return. So people are basically you're buying a pre-order of my hand balm, and I asked for £175, so I had to meet that goal, and if I didn't meet that goal, then no one would get charged for their pledge and I would receive nothing. Right now, my Kickstarter is sitting at just over £2,200. Every time I say that number, I feel like my brain's going to explode. I just can't believe this is happening. Once all the fees come out, because Kickstarter obviously charges fees, and then there's a fee to get your payment, and then there's the delivery costs of all of those are added into the full total. So once I've accounted for delivery and for their fees, it works out about £1,500. Still an awful lot more than the 175 that I was originally getting, and I'm so grateful that it has gone like that, because I had been given very incorrect information at one point, that I didn't need any kind of safety certificate because everything I was using was already certified as like cosmetic grade and food grade, etc. That was not the case. If you want to sell like any kind of hand balm, lotion, soap, anything like that, and you've made it yourself in the UK or EU, you need to have a proper safety report. So having raised the amount of money that I have, I am able to now get proper safety reports for my products, and which they are all completely safe, because there's nothing scary or harmful in it at all, because my face is like the worst. I'm so allergic to everything that touches my face, so I wanted something that wouldn't mess with me if I accidentally touched my hand to my face, and I don't have to worry about this because it's so natural. Anyway, so yeah, it's gone really well. I'm also working with a artist in our community who has done a lot of work for other people, that, you know, like yarny people, and she's making the most amazing branding. Again, something I can do because the Kickstarter has done so well. I just feel like I could burst, and it's giving me the opportunity to actually do something on a professional scale, rather than starting really slowly, which is how I was going to have to be. Anyway, so I'm sat here right now surrounded by packaging. You are sat on a giant drum of coconut oil. And I'm just surrounded by lip balm tubes and packaging. Oh, and I am concerned about the fact that this is plastic. I couldn't find a price, like an affordable, same size one that I could make it in. I couldn't absorb that cost to upgrade to a larger biodegradable one. And so, and you know, this having it in here is like the main part of what I wanted. So I will be running a scheme once I'm up and running, where if you return, I don't know, 5 of these to me, then you will get a free one, or a code for a free one or whatever. And I will be at like hopefully some festivals maybe, you never know. So yeah, people can come and swap them for me, swap them with me, and then I will also be doing a larger size, but I'm just trying out, but those ones will be in compostable cardboard tubes, push-up tubes, and I have tried some out. I bought 5, they turned out to be way too big. It looks like I'm trying to make a candle in this giant packaging. So unfortunately those ones I'm not going to be able to use, but I only got 5 because I want to try them out. But this week I have got some more coming for my larger ones that I think will be a bit more of an appropriate size. So there will be more than one, so this will be the only product that I'm planning to sell that will be like Crafter's Balm product that will be cased in plastic. I've also got some little bars that I'm doing, and I'll be looking for tins and things for those in case people would rather have a bar they'd rub on their hands than a push-up. But yeah, if you want to support the Kickstarter and get yours first, because it's going to go out to all of those Kickstarter pledges before it will come to anyone else, then if it's not past Thursday night, then head over there, and I'll put the link below just so you can check it out, and that's where I've put my big spiel about what I think about everything. So yeah, that kind of went crazy. It's like a dream. There is this part of me that thinks I'm going to wake up at some point and none of it would have been real. I'm convinced it's going to happen, but fingers crossed it doesn't, because I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm really grateful because the people in this community, you can see on Kickstarter where people have come from to come to the website, and the majority of them are from Instagram, so they have been people that have seen it over there and have A, wanted my product hopefully, and B, wanted to support me, and that's I'm not going to start talking about it because I'm going to start crying then, and that's ridiculous because it's really happy, but I'm just ridiculously grateful. And I think the main reason that it kind of makes me emotional is because my maternity leave with Ellie was awful for my mental health, and I had this massive feeling of being a failure in life all the way through it, and that I had nothing going on and nothing for me, and I was totally losing my sense of identity. And now here I am with 2 children, and it's a million times harder, but because once Ellie's in bed and Chris is home and can look after Alfie, I can come in here, wipe everything down and have my clean space, and then set up my stuff, and I'm just focusing on this thing, and I'm building something. Like in my head I'm going, I'm building something here for me. This is, you know, this isn't my children, this is me, my community, and something that I want to make and I want to be proud of. And that's a big deal for me because I know I have major self-esteem issues and it is hard for me to be proud of things. I'm proud of this. So there'll be lots of different smells coming up, and yeah. I'm just ridiculously happy about it. Anyway, other than that, in the last 3 weeks, it's just been life as normal. I've not been leaving the house that much because it's been awful weather, and you know, when you have a little baby and you're like, I don't want to take them out in the rain and the cold. So we have been doing a lot of arts and crafts. We've been tile painting. Ellie has made some beautiful tiles that we've put magnets on and put them on the fridge. We've made key rings, and she had this colouring canvas bag, and we did some rock painting, and we've done a little bit of taking cuttings from some of our indoor plants and growing them, and yeah, we've just been doing loads of indoor things. I hope she is not too bored. I just got that book. It's from the Unmumsy Mum, and it's like 5-minute thing. I can't remember what it's called. It's in all the supermarkets, but basically it's loads of games and tons of ideas and things to do that you can do in the house with gubbins that you have in the house, like a toilet roll tube, or you know, a cup, paper cup, and things like that. So cheap or free, and fun games that you can play with your little kids. So we've been doing bits out of that book. Some of it has had to include my own artwork, I cannot draw. My daughter has had a very, very fun time laughing at me and my ridiculous drawings. And yeah, not a lot's changed really. And we had a little scare with Alfie where he wasn't gaining weight like he was supposed to, and he dropped from the 50th percentile to the 25th. That's with his age corrected, because he was 4 weeks early. Without his age corrected, he's just sitting on the second, right down the very bottom. But I took him back to get weighed again this week, and in a week he's put 12 ounces on, so he's bumped himself back on his corrected age, back up to the 50th, so he is well and truly good. I think he has reflux, and we are pushing the doctors to let us go in and potentially have some Gaviscon, but because the health visitors really wanted to now, just because he was struggling with weight gain. But after this last week he seems alright, but we're just seeing how it's going really. Nothing, he isn't very good at giving up his wind, and we have tried a lot of things like Infocol, Dentanox, like all the different things, and he's just, it's horrible when you see him like all crunched up and crying. So I think we will be going back to the doctor, and that's about it. Ellie swims on her own now. I think that had happened last time I spoke to you, but I know those of you who've watched for a little while have seen me moan and be, you know, like, yeah, still going on swimming. She's still, you know, the only child in the pool with her mum, because all the other kids in her class are swimming on their own. Now she swims with just armbands, completely no adults, so it's a very big step for us. Yeah, I think that's everything that I was going to say in this hopefully less than 30 minutes episode. If you have stuck around till the very end, then I just wanted to do one more thing. So recently I released my fisticuffs pattern. I think I talked about it last week. And if you'd like to win a copy of the fisticuffs pattern, I thought I would do a YouTube giveaway. I find them a little bit more difficult to do because you have to contact people and you don't know that that person is the right person if they message you through a different forum and you pick them from YouTube and it couldn't, yeah. So if you would like a copy of my fisticuffs pattern, then can you comment below and just say something, anything nice that's happened to you recently. I love listening and hearing about people's happy things that happen, and it just makes me feel so happy. So if you would like a copy of the fisticuffs pattern, then just comment below with something lovely that's happened to you recently, and or something that's made you smile, and your Ravelry name, and then I will pick a winner at random and I will send through a copy to that Ravelry name by the next episode. And that way you don't have to claim it, you'll just get it, you'll just be like, oh, there it is, because I thought that's the easiest way to do it on YouTube. And if you already have the pattern, or you think you know somebody who would love the pattern and maybe you won't knit it, feel free to nominate someone else, put their Ravelry name in the comment, but you have to put the Ravelry name in. So Ravelry names below, and I will send you a copy of the fisticuffs pattern if you fancy it. Now I'm panicking that absolutely nobody will want it. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm gonna go because I'm so tired, and it is 9:42, which feels really late, even though I know it's not. I'm so tired. And I'll speak to you all soon, and thank you so much if you've stuck around all the way through. And yeah, it's actually been quite nice coming and chat. I was a bit dreading it because I was like, I don't know what to say anymore. I feel like I'm so out of practice from having 3 weeks off. But anyway, thank you so much as always for making me so much less of a lonely knitter.